Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the skating show where I talk to you about skating like it is drama for your mama. On today's episode, how did my predictions for the 2021 Finlandia trophy work out for the men? I have to say, I got 6 out of the 8 top 10 men correctly. The 2 that I picked that didn't make it to the top 10 were Gabriele Fagapini and Donovan Carrillo. Unfortunately, poor Donovan had a really hard fall while he was attempting his quad sal. So he didn't even get to do the jump and he just took a real hard chest fall. And as a result, he got 0 point for that particular jump. And that landed him, I think, in like the 20s. He still came back in the long program where he had some technical difficulties, but he is such a little performer. I'm sorry. Everything from his outfit to that little smirk he gets when he's getting ready to do the change in his music. I just feel like he's such a class act of a performer. So I am a really big fan of him. But him and Gabriele Fagapani were part of my top 8 who didn't make it. However, I did pick the other top 6 of the 8. Once again, the order in which I picked them, very different than what actually happened. But I have never been so happy to be so wrong about my podium pick as I was for this event, for the 2021 Finlandian Trophy. Why? Because Jason Brown won the gold. My face hurt so much from smiling. I was just so happy to see him back on the ice and performing at peak level. First of all, that short program, Cinnamon, is a piece of art. And Jason delivers it as only he can. There are no other male skaters that can skate that program. In my original top 8, I had put Jason as 4th, but in my heart, he is always first. So the long program, he had one fall on that second triple axel. However, even that fall could not mar the beauty of that program. His overall performance, everything. These 2 programs are Olympic programs. I'm only sad that the Olympics are closed to foreigners because I would pay and travel to Beijing to see these 2 programs being performed at an Olympic arena. So glad that Jason won this. I really feel like this is giving him more of a body of work in terms of making that Olympic team. I really want by the time he goes to national, he's confident. The judges are confident in him. And it's just a question of just confirming that, yes, Jason is on the team. He is going to the Olympic. Coming in second place, I had him in first. I had him winning this competition, but that was contingent upon him landing his jumps. So Mikhail Kuliada took home the silver. The short was a bit rough for him. He tripled his quad sal and he failed on his combination. The judges didn't dim him so badly, and he was 3rd after the short program. The long was almost clean, and he was 2nd overall and ended up in 2nd place. I know a lot of people believe that he's going to only use the Schindler's List for a few competition before going back to his White Crow. I truly hope that's what happened, because honestly, having to watch Kuliada's Schindler's List back to back with Jason Schindler's List, oof, the comparison is stark. So I hope he goes back to the White Crow, which was such a beautiful program for him. Another skater that had me smiling so hard was Dmitry Aliev. I had put my beloved Dmitry in 6th place overall only because he had been struggling for so long and I just didn't know how he would perform. But boy, did he perform. Although he had a fall in the short, he came back in the free with a quad lutz and a quad toe, triple toe. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen Aliev skated cleanly that I was so happy. And with his clean long program, he was able to take the bronze medal. I hope this is a starting point for him to start making his comeback to be a real contender for that third Olympic spot for Russia, because Russia has a lot of men and I know that competition is going to be bloody, but I feel like this will be a good confidence booster for Aliev. Keegan, whom I had in second place, and he was in first place actually, leading the short program. However, that long, he literally fell while he was just skating forward. And then he had a fall on his triple triple combination, and I think at that point the wind was just knocked out of him and he just didn't have the stamina to finish. So he was seventh in the long and ended up fourth overall, just knocking him off the podium. Then we have Evgenia Semenko, whom I had on the podium as my bronze medal finisher. However, he also had a pretty difficult short. His combination jump didn't go the way he wanted it to, and he had a fall on his triple axel. Without the PC of Akuliada to help him, the judges buried him in 11th place. But you know what? I say don't count my Semenenko out, because he came back in the long with a quad toe, triple toe, quad style, and quad toe. We also had a costume change for each of those quad toes. Yes, that was 3 frontal chest costume change for Evgeni. He was third in the long overall and managed to make his way to 5th from 11th. I think this is a great learning experience for him. That way, you know, maybe he'll work more on the PC as well as the technical aspect. Part of my top 8 was also Matteo Rizzo. This was another hard watch short program. I mean, the program itself, it's not a great vehicle. Add to it failing jumps and you have a recipe for disaster. I'm so happy he did not let the short discourage him, because he came back in the long and he was first in the long program overall. He landed a quad toe, triple toe, and a solo quad toe. I think this is the first time he's done like 2 somewhat clean quads in a program. I really hope this gives him the confidence that he needs to continue this season, because Matteo is such a lovely skater and I really do like seeing him. The 2 skaters that ended up making the top 8 that I didn't pick are Atlef Levandi. I really like his step sequence in the short program. His long was also good. He has nice soft landing with sound jumping. He also listens to his music. There's a lot of raw talent with this young skater, and I see a lot of potential there. In 8th place was Lucas Bogicci. His short was okay and his long was mostly clean. Solid skater. This was basically a simple upfront men's competition. Some good short, a good long here and there, and a lot of missed opportunities. The only contenders left to see this season, I feel, are like Nathan Chen, Yuzuru Hanyu, and Kevin Amos, because we've seen almost everyone else, but unfortunately we're going to have to wait for the Grand Prix to see all of them. All in all, I feel like I didn't do too badly with the men. I got 6 out of 8. I think that's pretty good. So how about you guys? How did you guys do in picking your men's top 8? Let me know in the comments below.